Fear just waited until 1 minute 54 to use his first Devour. He could have used 2 Devours if he'd used it as soon as neutral creeps came out.
Oh, PPD has to grave himself. Solo is rotated over there with the creeps and bought some time, but Vega draw first blood for the second game in a row. Off to a great start as they look to have. It makes it very hard for EG to commit to anything even near a tower. If they're not careful, they can wind up being on the bad end of a multi-man sphere, and there were many of those in game 1. They're going to try to go on no one. There's going to be the shackled. Doesn't have to accomplish much as the net used by the Doom, enough to secure the kill.
Probably getting, there's a good chance I'm getting ganked, but I've got this blink to escape. Just not taking into account the Doom and Snare. Because if not for Ensnare, they can't get that kill.
I'm beginning to really worry about Fear. Just level 3.5. He has every bit of 2 CS right now, my friend.
Mid lane, they're jumping on Sumail.
See if they can follow it up. No one taking tower shots. He just wants to go with it. He throws the shackles and enough. No, the bottle charges. He does manage to get a 1-for-1. Unfortunately for him, he was dead. Right now, Fear just happy to soak up some XP. And yep, here we go. They're going to dive him. And there's nothing that can be done about this. He's so underleveled. And that's just a free one. Solo tanking the tower shots, using the Nature's Attendants to really solid for Vega right now. I mean, the concern is always with the Medusa pick, can you get her online and make her effective early enough to really be relevant? Hang on, there's going to be an engagement on the Mag. Oh yeah, got him easy. That was actually just basically a rush out of the darkness solo. Looks like they want to hook up with Mag. Mag level 8, almost level 9. Has Chronosphere at the ready and almost has...
Oh, shackle on mid.
Yep.
No one's been caught, doomed up, and taken out. Nice initiation coming out from Sumail.
Yep, now there's going to be a spear at bottom. Solo outside of it. And 1 Purifying Flames.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of damage up. The armor is, you get a lot of benefit from, and the active as well. Very nice for team fighting with. And EG want to try and fight this bottom lane. They need to get the Doom off on the Void, I feel, if they want to stand a chance in this fight, and they do so.
All right, let's see if they can follow it up. There's going to be a 2-man weave. Fear just rushing in, using Scorched Earth. The damage not really there. PPD's going to show up. They will manage to corral Sioma the Slayer.
They can re-engage though when the Doom wears off. It looks like that's the plan. EG have to be very careful.
They know it. There's going to be the spear. Catches Sumail. That got Bulb at the edge as well. And the Sonic Wave. Unbelievably well placed by no one. If he was more than, I don't know, if he was more than 10 units outside of that sphere when he blinked in for the Sonic Wave, you're going to try to take a fight, you get the Doom off, but all they have to do is run away. And then if you don't run away when they run away, they can do what they just did. Now Mag dodging a couple of reality rifts, and it looks like EG wants to make him in the tier 1 top the target.
But here come Vega, they're wrapping around looking to flank EG in the top lane. Still no Doom available.
Yep. Oh, AUI Copper behind. Fortune's in. There's going to be a grave to keep him alive for a little while. He's going to try to TP away in the middle of it. Sioma Slayer and Solo were caught by an excellently placed shackle shot, but he's able to get off his own false promise. PPD trying to hang back. He will end up dying. Fear has to go for a run. And they did catch Mag with another shackle. Double kill for Sumail. But Vega now pulling the damage back out. Beautiful vacuum wall. And that's going to give them a chance to reinitiate. FN pops the ulti though. Fear got caught under the tower. Power shot was on point. Fear manages to make it away. If he and FN together have 100 HP, I'll eat your immaculately tailored suit, my friend.
But you gotta have good sustain with the Vlads, but...
Mag's hanging out in the pit. Hoping they'll group up. Power shot. Didn't do any damage, gave some vision. And Vega's playing this very cautiously and very patiently, as is EG. Not overcommitting, not wanting to put themselves in a bad position. Ate a power shot that time and forces Mag to jump up to the high ground. He's actually trapped right now, and they're beginning to realize that.
They know, but there's not much they can do. If anything, Void's happy to be up here with the high ground mission.
AUI in trouble, and beautiful Sonic Wave, the Chronosphere, once again on point. And Fear caught with the Stone Gaze. Bulba's going to be helped out by the Shallow Grave. EG's doing good damage. They've lost 2, but can they turn it? Solo, Infinite damage is so good. Fear will end up dropping. Mag was there to finish as well if it wasn't. The big 3-0. And Roshan gonna make it 2 fights away from being just done.
Yep.
Like, This next Roche fight is just going to be tremendously important. They do get a hard up on AUI. And there's going to be a shackle. Can they bring down no one? TP's coming in. Doom on him to secure the kill. But, Mag is there. The damage is there. And they're going to be able to trade Fear away easily. That's all they get. And I actually think EG is going to be pretty happy with that.
Gauge. They smoke up now. It's almost a preemptive smoke, preparing for that chrono cooldown with 12 seconds to go. So by the time EG likely latch on, they'll have the chrono back up.
Up there's Fear. Spots it out. Has to use the Scorched Earth. Mag playing very far back. Chrono ready right now. Fear's got 15 seconds till Doom is ready. If he wants to go, now'd be the time. They're just going to kill Fear just for free, it looks like. Sumail in the meantime finds himself a kill. But Fear hit with the Grave. There's going to be the Chronosphere, and AUI is caught in the middle of it. Sonic Wave is there, but AUI very tanky. They're going to manage to bring down Bulba, but not before he does a fair amount of damage. Sumail still pecking away. AUI trying to slug it out with FN, just not going to work. They just don't have the damage output in Sumail, even though he did manage to find a kill on his own on the Enchantress. All he can do now is just hightail it and hope Mag doesn't get a bash. So far, so good.
Solo is kind of just in no man's land, going into the enemy jungle.
Fear finishing up the Crimson Guard. Great item for them to have right now. And, yep, Vega scouted out. He's going to have to time walk back to safety. They get the Tier 2 Chaos Bolt thrown. Do they want to commit here? Looks like they're thinking about it. Fear's rushing in. He's got the Halberd. He's got the Doom. He's going to get it off on Solo. Solo, that's one-man Chronosphere. They're going to make it count. Can they get Fear? He's already used his Fear, though, is the problem. And FN just doing massive damage. Sonic Wave is on point. Sumail has to run. AUI rushes in. And he just doesn't have the damage. They just can't touch FN. Now he's got him isolated, but it's just too much. And he's going to be forced to run.
It's a butterfly.
Yeah, I mean, it's like at this, they're going to spot AUI in just a moment if he comes near this ridgeline.
EG have made it very clear they don't care about contesting Roche just yet.
This is a risky fight. They're just going to go and try to take it. Eyes on PPD. He's going to have to grave himself. Here comes the rest of EG from the north.
PPD just TP's away.
AUI, 3-second Chaos Bolt. Fear looking for a target. It's going to be a Chrono. That's going to be on AUI. Can they bring him down fast enough? Bulba's there, Sonic Wave on point. There's the Phantasm. AUI still taking a tremendous amount of damage. No one's the primary target for the moment. He's going to be helped up in the low ground. There was a Doom on Sayoma. Sayoma can't do anything about it. He ends up dropping to Sumail. That's 2-0 in favor of Evil Geniuses.
The armor toggles from AUI, keeping him alive, and he's just so tanky with this AC plus Heart of Tarrasque. FN is full HP, full mana, but that's the game plan for EG. Ignore FN's Medusa, focus everyone else, and then, as an afterthought, ask yourselves, can we now kill Medusa? If no, take towers to go back and farm. If yes, kill the Medusa and win the game, but try and force it. Glyph already being used, and Vega looking very hesitant here about how they want to take this fight. MKB has purchased Medusa with no buyback.
Phantasm's going to be used. That's preemptive to the Medusa ult. To keep that in mind, Sonic Wave helping clear them out. They did decide to use the... FN going to be caught. There's a Lincoln's pop. Shackle, they're committing this as much as they can. There's a Chrono. That's on AUI and Sumail. It's going to be AUI who's hit with the Grave, and Bulba back in with the fantastic counter initiation. Fear left out front following the Medusa ulting. EG and Vega still with all 5 men standing.
Fear still has Doom too, so Vega commit all their ultimates more or less, and EG could still march forward.
And there's going to be the commitment on the Solo, coming back in, no one doing what damage you can. Sumail lining up Solo from a distance. Solo trying to return the damage. Sumail does have the Aegis though. He will lose it to a Sonic Wave, but AUI in the meantime helping clear out Rax. Sumail about to come back up. They're going to want to grab him if they can. Grave back on the AUI to keep him alive. Sumail not so lucky. He's going to die behind the fight. Doom now onto Mag. AUI caught out and slowed by the Scotty. Another good vacuum, but there's nothing to follow it. Fear left behind. He'll be the last casualty of Evil Geniuses. They did manage to get a Rax, though, in exchange for the Aegis, the Cheese, and 2 heroes. I'm pretty sure the Cheese was consumed there. It was. But now, if you're just what it is, man, it's only a 10% crit chance, but the damage that comes out of it is so big, you can blow a hero, even a late-game hero, off the map if you get a couple of good ones. And that's to say nothing of the illusions and the bonus damage from Reality Rift. Now they're going to go in. Looked like they wanted to go in. Instead, both teams decided to take a breather. 30 seconds till Roshan respawns.
Top lane is a big creep wave that needs to be dealt with, though, by EG. Oh, it doesn't have to be dealt with. It'll push itself out, but it does very much reveal that EG is sticky around this bottom lane if no one shows up to defend that. They're worried about a Roche respawn, though.
There we go. Link is going to be popped. In the meantime, Mag caught by Sumail. There's the Shackle and the Doom. Vacuum brings 2 back. Fear helped out, but left behind. Sonic Wave is there. Graves going to keep him alive. Well timed by PPD, just buying him time. Sumail trying to do what damage he can. There's going to be the catch on FN. That crit and all of that damage of Sumail pouring out. Is it enough?
It's more than enough. He's going to die as soon as that false promise wears off. FN has no way out. He pops like a pinata. Solo next to fall. EG. What a team fight coming out from them.
4 for 2.
They just managed to catch the Void. Anytime Void doesn't get a Chronos...
I'm actually just kind of dumbfounded at the way EG has managed to turn this. Want to point out that, I mean, I'm not going to say it yet. We'll wait and see what happens. AUI, though, doing work on the racks. Buybacks.
They have to come.
Mag. I mean, AUI.
They're just faking it.
Yeah, I mean, like, there we go. Oh, he actually threw it uphill and did guess right. Now they're going to go back in. AUI is going to be killed off, but they get nothing else. They're unable to catch up with anyone. PPD forces to the high ground and will be able to TP away, so Mag.
By Sumail just needs the recipe, but again, just 70 gold surplus for his buyback. And Chaos Knight actually going to commit, buys his Skadi, won't have buyback for this defense, but I think he's just so confident in his survivability that he's willing to risk it. All he has to do is get like 1 kill and he'll have money for a buyback here, so.
Here we go. Another reality rift. AUI, caught from behind. Is going to be the Shackle. Set up on FN. Can they turn it? Sumail doing decent damage. Forced to disengage. The damage output from FN and Solo in particular just too much. Just pecking away at these racks now. Another reality rift. Are they going to commit? 3-second Chaos Bolt. Shackle, not on point. FN, no, it was on point. He is out of mana. He's going to end up losing that Aegis. And there's a Doom behind it. They do manage to find no one. Fear's going to end up giving up. No, he's actually going to go scepter away from it. Ulti used by FN to try to disengage.
They give FN the cheese, but instead they give him the boots of travel. They back off Vega decide. They've done enough for now, and less than they've done enough, more that they're scared of EG as AUI goes charging in. Yep,
they're going to try to fight this out. He goes right in. Solo's going to be blown off the map to get things started. There's going to be the chrono. Sumail will be brought down. Now they're going to try to go to work on AUI. No one's still caught in sight. Ball that finds FN. Vacuum wall. Sonic Wave on point. AUI, no mana. And it looks like Vega's actually reset. There's a buyback from Sumail. He's all in. Fear ends up being brought down. And Bulba's there, no one in trouble. Mag very low health. Sioma's there, and there's going to be, yes, the kill on the Medusa. Rapier picked up by AUI. Gets off one, right click. Now they're going to engage on the no one. He has to decommit. Mag using a Manta, doesn't matter. 3 down. Double kill for Sumail off his buyback. And the Medusa herself is down for another 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
That's where, if you're EG, that's why you hold on to that buyback. On your Wind Ranger, especially because of Sumail's squishiness. It was a great chrono from Mag. Medusa was caught just outside of it, able to attack into it, but unfortunately for Vega, they just ran out of damage up. But they're going to lose no one now as well. Twop immediately buys back, but it's over.
Against all odds, when that stat I was going to drop earlier, by the way, it took EG every bit of 50 minutes or more to come back in net worth. They trailed in this game almost from the word go. It got down to a 10,000 gold deficit at its absolute worst moment, which was around 38 minutes in. But EG